We the willing, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We've done so much for so long with so little that we're now qualified to do anything with nothing. This is a battle cry. The revolution won't be televised. The revolution has begun.
1, 2, what you gonna do before you're ready for war? I know you've been playing, but I'm saying, I'm ready, yeah.
What's real is what's realized, but the truth is on strike. So instead of being like Malcolm, hell, they teach you to be like Mike. Now, I'm not going to sit here and trip with you about what I consider to be wrong and what I consider to be right. But we had better get our shit together. We're going to lose this fight. Integration wasn't a solution or the answer to a prayer. It became a cultural death wish and a genocidal nightmare. An act that was detrimental to our very existence. But because liberal whites made it so popular, we claimed it with law of persistence. Give up everything that you got just to be a part of the rest. Trusting new conservative blacks thinking perhaps they know best. Trying to forgive and forget and put aside a chance for reparations. But spotlight popularity and temporary accommodations. Putting away all your strategies knowing damn well you in a war. For government set-asides, contracts, and a chance at being a Hollywood star. It's like crying foul when you know your ass really ain't even in the game. Calling yourself an African people while wearing European names. This is a battle cry. The revolution won't be televised. The revolution has begun. Mothers are hating their daughters and fathers are now hating their sons. Geronimo Pratt in prison for 27 years because of a corrupt legal system and a COINTELPRO conspiracy deal. The Bloods and the Crips are talking about putting down the rag. And the African revolutionaries are now waving the red, black, and green flag. Black men, women, and children are in prisons and jails all over the USA. And college enrollments for black students is getting lower every single day. You're walking around pretending that all the racial strife from the past is really all over, while putting up with bullshit political promises like a leprechaun wishing on a 4-leaf clover. This is a battle cry. The revolution won't be televised. The revolution has begun. The Muslims are praying to the east and the Christians are preparing for the second coming of the sun. I heard a brother ask another, is it real or is it all just a lie? He said, nigga, it really don't make no difference. It looks like we all might die.
Revolution, revolution is a battle cry. Revolution, going down right before your eyes. Revolution, revolution is a battle cry. Revolution, going down right before your eyes.
White children are rebelling, black women are excelling, the government is failing. It's a dangerous situation, extremely compelling. 1 million black men, women, and children marching strong in Philadelphia and Washington, D.C., claiming their own identity and the power to independently be. The new world order is slowly being revealed. Corporate takeover, global warming, and a gradual repeal of the civil rights bill. Children are waging war every day in the streets, while corporate executives snort cocaine with hoes in VIP suites. Backroom meetings for sellout black politicians, basing racial success on white assimilation and conservative ambitions. You're the sons and daughters of Africans who were terrorized and brutally enslaved by a group of barbarian people who came out of caves. You're headed into a new millennium claiming that you're free. With 3.8 million in prison, brothers and sisters, tell me how in the hell can this be? I know you believe you're equal from sea to shining sea, but brothers and sisters, here's a news flash. Freedom ain't never been free. Perhaps I'm confused and maybe I just can't keep up with a group of black folks who sometimes act like they don't give a fuck. You see, you had better get it in order. It could be a long war, but don't expect to win until you know who your enemies really are. It's a revolution of the mind, the body, and the soul, and only the wise of us will carry distinction of ever growing old. No, the revolution won't be televised. The revolution has begun. Our war won't cease until all injustice is won.
Revolution, revolution is a battle cry. Revolution, going down right before your eyes. Revolution, revolution is a battle cry. Revolution, going down right before your eyes. Hey,
Enough of these tricks and games with slick nicknames. I blame Hicks politics, we need a quick change. But for what we had at first, go from bad to worse. I ain't gonna sit in the bag, get mad and curse. Sick of being under the poverty line. Every time a job space is to be filled, it's gotta be mine. I can work at 7-Eleven or Denny's 24/7 for pennies, check skinny, so I'm a deck Jimmy. Tired of being fired and watching brothers quit. Little or no support, getting the short end of the stick. Take cover quick, sit back, relax and peep game. Watch them label your thugs or drug dealers in the street game. I done joined Illuminati, and if they knew my hobby, they probably be sending the crew to come and do the body. I ain't that calm, solid, non-violent pushover. My dream wasn't a lean on Clinton or Bush shoulder. Republican, Democrat, tall, small, thin or fat, soft, hardcore. It's more than one way to skin a cat. See, either like King or X, left free to ring, and yes, I leave big as bloody, so buddy, you best bring a vest.
1, 2, what you gonna do before yeah.